Okay, so today we're going to be tackling something of super practical if you're a UK taxpayer and you have kids.
Right.
It's all about understanding the child care code.
Okay.
And a huge thanks to my tax accountant for setting up this chat to make this whole thing a bit clearer for everyone.
Yeah, childcare costs, they can be a real burden for families, you know. And if you can figure out how to use the government support that's available, well, that can make a real difference to your budget at home.
For sure. So let's just jump right in. Okay, I bet you've heard of this term child care code before, but
Oh, yeah?
what is it exactly, and why should parents, or guardians, why should they even care about getting one?
Well, think of a childcare code as like your ticket to get help with childcare costs from the government. It's basically a number, like an eligibility code.
Okay.
Often it's 11 digits long, and for some of the free hour schemes, it actually starts with the number 50.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so this code is important because it proves to your child care provider, like your nursery or a childminder, that you're actually entitled to some financial help, whether that's free hours or tax benefits.
Got it.
They need that code to confirm that you qualify.
So it's like the key to unlocking those savings, right? Like the 15 or 30 hours of free childcare that we always hear about,
Right.
or the tax-free childcare.
Exactly. And it is important to realize that the government actually offers like a whole range of support, and it's tailored to different ages and family situations. So figuring out what's out there, well, that can help you work out what's the best fit for your family.
Right. Okay, let's unpack that a little bit. What are like the main schemes that people should know about?
Okay, so starting with the youngest ones, there's 15 hours of free childcare for 2-year-olds.
Okay.
Now, this is generally for families who are getting certain benefits, things like universal credit, or if your child has special educational needs or a disability.
Okay.
And about 150,000 children are using this right now.
Wow. And then there's the 15 hours of free childcare for all 3 and 4-year-olds,
Right?
right?
That's right.
No matter if you're working or what your income is.
Yep, absolutely.
That's a big one, like 1.2 million kids benefiting from that.
Huge, yeah.
Huge.
And then on top of that, for working parents of 3 and 4-year-old, you have the 30 hours of free childcare.
Right.
But here's the key. Both parents in a two-parent household, or the single parent, if you're a single parent family, they need to be working
Okay.
and earning at least the equivalent of 16 hours at national minimum wage every week.
Right.
And neither parent can be earning over 100,000 pounds a year.
Got it.
So there were some conditions there.
Yeah, yeah.
Around 400,000 families are using this right now.
And there's also that newer one, right? The 15 hours for kids from 9 months up to 3 years old.
Ah, yes, that's a more recent thing.
Is that the same sort of eligibility criteria?
Yeah, pretty much. It's also for working parents,
Okay.
and it follows those same general rules about working and how much you earn that we talked about for the 30-hour scheme.
Right, right.
At the moment, about 200,000 families are taking advantage of that one.
Okay, and then there's tax-free childcare. That's a bit different, isn't it?
It is. So tax-free childcare, it's not about free hours exactly.
Right, okay.
Instead, it's like this. For every 8 pounds that you put into this special childcare account, the government adds 2 pounds on top,
Oh, wow.
up to a limit of 2,000 pounds per child each year.
Oh, that's pretty good.
It is. And this can be used for kids up to 11 years old or 16 if they have a disability.
Right.
And at the moment, over 600,000 parents are using it.
Wow. I mean, when you add all that up, the savings could be like massive.
Oh, yeah.
We're talking thousands of pounds a year potentially.
Easily.
And there are so many options for using it because there are like over 80,000 registered childcare providers out there.
Absolutely.
So who exactly is eligible for these childcare codes? I know we've touched on it, but
Yeah, so the specifics, they depend on the scheme, right?
Right.
For the 15 hours for 2-year-olds, it's really focused on families who are getting benefits that are linked to their income.
Right.
Or families where the child has a disability or special educational needs.
Okay.
They reckon that about 20% of 2-year-olds actually meet these criteria.
And for the 30 hours for 3 and 4-year-olds,
Yeah.
it all hinges on both parents working or the single parent working, if it's a single parent family, right?
Right.
And earning at least that minimum, like 16 hours at minimum wage. And the big one, neither of them are earning over 100,000 pounds.
Exactly.
And the newer one, the 15 hours for 9 months to 3 years old,
Yeah,
that's the same sort of deal, right? Working parent and income
same deal.
and tax-free childcare.
Now, with tax-free childcare, you do need to be working, but it's a bit more open because you don't have to be getting other benefits, you see.
Oh, right.
And it covers kids over a wider age range.
Right.
If you're not sure what might apply to your situation, there's a really handy tool, the Child Care Choices website.
Okay.
They've got a quick eligibility checker there that you can use.
Now, I know applying for one of these codes might sound like, another thing to do,
Oh, yeah.
but the benefits could be so worth it. You know what I mean?
They really are. They really are. I mean, over 1.5 million children are getting this government child care support at the moment, and the approval rate for first-time applications is about 85%.
Oh, wow.
So chances are you'll get it if you're eligible.
That's great.
And we've seen that these schemes have actually helped more parents to be able to work.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
So if you're thinking, okay, this sounds great, but how do I actually get one of these codes? Let's break it down step by step.
Okay, so first things first, check if you're likely to be eligible.
Right.
Go to that Child Care Choices website. You'll usually need your national insurance number and some details about your income, and the results will show you, what schemes you might qualify for.
Okay.
And it's a good idea to save or screenshot that information.
Right.
Okay, step 2. Gather all your documents.
Right.
You'll need your national insurance numbers, yours and your partner's, if you have one, proof of income, like your recent pay slips or your P60,
Right.
your child's birth certificate or passport, and your government gateway login details.
Okay.
Now, if you don't have a government gateway account, you can set one up during the application. It's how you access a lot of government services online.
Okay, makes sense.
Once you've got all that ready, step 3 is to actually start your application online.
Okay.
You need to go to the relevant vuov.uk pages.
Okay.
There are specific pages for applying for the free childcare if you're working, and another for tax-free childcare.
Yeah.
So you'll sign in with your government gateway ID, or you'll create one if you need to using your national insurance number, and just make sure you pick the right scheme and fill in all your details accurately.
Got it.
Okay, step 4. This is where you add in your employment and income information.
Okay.
So you'll choose your employment status and put in your income details. And for the free hours, remember those minimum and maximum income thresholds that we talked about for working parents.
Right.
And if you have a partner, you'll need to give their details too. And if you're self-employed, you'll estimate your yearly profit.
Okay.
All right, step 5. Once you've done all that, you submit your application and wait.
Okay.
It usually takes about 7 days to process, but it could be a bit longer sometimes.
Okay.
Then you'll get an email with your child care code, which for free hours often starts with 50, or you'll get info on how to access your tax-free child care account.
Okay.
Just check your spam folder just in case.
Good tip.
And finally, step 6. Share your code with your child care provider.
Okay.
For free hours, you'll give them the code, your national insurance number, and your child's date of birth.
Right.
And for tax-free childcare, you add your provider's details to your online account and make payments through that.
Okay.
It's really important to do this at least a month before your child is due to start.
Right.
And always double check that your provider actually accepts childcare codes before you make all the arrangements.
Good point. Yeah.
Once you've got your code, remember that for the free hour schemes, you need to reconfirm that you're still eligible every 3 months.
Okay.
You do that through your online childcare service account. That's to keep your code valid, but don't worry, the system usually sends you reminders.
Oh, okay, good.
And also, if anything changes, like your income, your job, or your relationship status, you need to update your details as soon as you can.
Okay, so hopefully that's given everyone a clearer idea of what the Child Care Code is all about and how to apply for one.
Yeah, absolutely.
It really can make a big difference when it comes to, managing those childcare costs.
For sure, for sure. If you understand the system and take the time to do it, it can lead to some real savings for you and your family.
And if anyone out there has more specific questions or wants some personalized help with this whole process, the experts at My Tax Accountant, who were kind enough to set up this chat,
Yeah.
they're there to help. So do reach out to them if you need any more support.
Yeah, they're great.
Awesome.
Really helpful.
Okay, well, thanks so much for joining us.
You're welcome.
We'll catch you next time.
See you later.
Bye.